All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makakwadash, double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that taught me his truth and that rule well. Please, peace, like it, blessings, and much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty, and also blessings to you, few sisters out there listening and learning. I'm that fellow servant Narcola coming at you again with another lesson. And I don't know what our title is, but pretty much it's been a while since I've done a video on this the nukes. Okay, it used to be one of my favorite topics to go into, but lately, as we know, COVID-19, this whole coronavirus thing has been popping off, so that's mainly what's been surfacing in the news. As you can see, I mean, you can find things on wars here and there, but this the whole war thing has been put on a back burner. Right now they're pushing this coronavirus, all right? But you gotta understand, if this coronavirus is up front, then this war, that don't mean the war stopped. That don't mean the war is put a standstill. All right, so this what's going on right now, because this was posted March 21st. Today is what, the 22nd, so this was posted yesterday. All right, so this is current events. It says accelerating arms race. Pentagon successfully tests hypersonic missiles. All right, so while they're pushing this whole coronavirus thing, in back of the scenes, there's still this third world war is still brewing, which is ultimately gonna be a nuclear war. Okay, the end all be all. All right. So like I said, I haven't touched this topic in a minute, so I'm gonna go through this article and bring out some precepts, and Lord willing, is edifying, man. All right, because we almost out of here. It says the Pentagon. I'll read the title again. It says accelerating arms race. Pentagon successfully tests hypersonic missile. The Pentagon is pressing to catch up with rivals Moscow and Beijing. And if you want to know who this is in the scriptures, Moscow will in the scriptures recognize one of the main prophecies is the Medes, 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 in Beijing, all right, which would be the so-called Chinese. They would be the Moabites, all right, because all these nations, all right, are identified in the Bible. Okay. So matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Moscow, I'll get that scripture. Yep. Spirit, I'm already at it. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna probably read this over again. I just want to hit a point. It says Isaiah 13 and 17 says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against him, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And the Lord's going to stir up the Russians, all right, because the Russians occupy that land, all right, today, the Medes. If you look at the biblical map, all right, the Medes, where the Medes dwell at is, today would be Russian territory, all right, whether it's Russia or the USSR, all right, because when Russia was as the USSR, they covered a larger region, all right, but the Medes, all right, that's talking about the Russians, okay? So when it says the Pentagon is presenting to catch up with rivals Moscow and Beijing in a race to develop hypersonics, even as it recognized they could dangerously raise the risk of a nuclear conflict as countries struggle to build defenses against them. All right, so they know, all right, we'll show you the spirit of Heavenly Father is brewing up this third world war because, as I said, raise the risk of a nuclear conflict. So the Lord's putting a spirit on them to in an arms race, was what basically well, first it started out, who can get the most nukes, all right, having more the most nukes on their side. But this one is more detailed, the development of hypersonic missiles, which Russia and Moscow, which is Russia, and Beijing, which is China, already have. Okay, so that's what it is, man. the race to develop hypersonic missiles, which once again it says struggle to build defenses against them. So these hypersonic missiles is really no missile defense system uh, capable right now of stopping them because they move at such fast speeds. All right, it says the United States announced Friday it has successfully tested an unarmed prototype of a hypersonic missile. All right, a nuclear-capable weapon that could accelerate the arms race between superpowers. All right, so you can see acceleration. When you accelerate, that means you're not slowing down. All right, acceleration means to go faster. So they're accelerating this, all right, this arms race. Goes to show you, you know, as much as they say peace and safety, as the scriptures say, you know, they don't really mean that, man. They're saying peace and safety. They're saying, oh, you know, we have come to terms, and you know, they say all that on the media, but behind the scenes, okay, there's a arms race going on. It says the Pentagon said a test glide vehicle flew at hypersonic speeds, more than 5 times the speed of sound, or Mach 5, to a designated impact point. Okay, and that's pretty fast. Right, matter of fact, see something real quick. Mach 5 speed. Let's see if I can get it. And MPH, kind of. Mach 5 and MPH. Wow. That's, I believe that's, it has it in decimals here. Let's see. Because I don't want to be wrong. Okay, alright, that's right then. Alright. So that's 3,836, alright, miles per hour. Alright, point, you know, it gets the detail, but right here I saw it. Alright, so 3,800 miles per hour. Alright. So, yeah, okay, missiles, that's what car, what today the records, high speed record of a car is like 230, if I'm not mistaken. Like fastest car go like 230. Shit, planes don't even fly that fast. Okay, planes don't fly that fast. 3,000. Planes usually hit 700 miles an hour, 600. Like that. But 3,800 miles an hour. That's fast. Mach 5. It says the test followed the first joint U.S. Army and Navy flight experiment in October 2017, when a prototype missile demonstrated it could glide in the direction of a target at hypersonic speed. Okay? Since today we validated our design and are now ready to move to the next phase towards fielding a hypersonic strike capability, Vice Admiral Johnny Wolf said in a statement. Hypersonic weapons can take missile warfare, particularly nuclear warfare, to a new and for many frightening level. Okay? They can travel much faster than current nuclear-capable ballistic and cruise missiles at low altitudes, can switch direction in flight, and do not follow a predictable ARC-like conventional missiles, making them much harder to track and intercept. Alright, so they don't move like conventional missiles, okay? They do, what I would say, for lack of a better term, beyond normal. Okay, so they don't move like normal missiles. Alright, it says even as conventionally armed non-nuclear weapons, they are viewed by analysts as raising the danger of conflict because an adversary might not know how they are armed when launched. The Pentagon is pressing to catch up with rivals Moscow and Beijing in a race to develop hypersonics, even as it recognizes they could dangerously raise the risk of a nuclear conflict as countries struggle to build defenses against them. All right, and ultimately, that's what's taking place, man. That's what's going to happen. All right, tell you in Joel the 2nd chapter that they pretty much shall not break ranks. They're gonna hit their target. All right, so for missile defense systems not to be able to stop these, all right, that's going right along with the scriptures, what the scriptures say. Okay, so I'm gonna get this preset real quick. This is I'll read I read Isaiah 13 and 17 again. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them," and once again that's the Russians, Moscow. All right, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And it says against them, it's talking about Babylon. All right, because America is Babylon. America operates off those same principles as Babylon. All right, so Babylon would be America. It says their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces, and it's talking about the nuclear missiles. Okay, because a bow, bow and arrow. You know what bow and arrow can dash somebody in pieces. Usually, when arrows dash one in when they penetrate, they just penetrate someone. All right, but dashing to pieces in what they said a term for a missing nuke is a broken arrow. All right, it says their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb. That I shall not spare children. So when they shoot those missiles off over here in America, okay, they're not going to think about children, okay, pregnant women, old people, young people. You know, when they shoot those missiles off, you know, only thing that's going to be on their mind is destruction, right? Verse 19 says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, America, which was once the glory of kingdoms, you know, America was the place to be, man, okay? All right, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and America is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, pursuing to it's like in Revelations 11 and 8. Okay, what was Sodom and Gomorrah known for? All right, homosexuality. All right, and all vile things of that nature, whether it's lesbians or bestiality. All right. Sodom and Gomorrah was known for those acts. All right. So let's show you something, brother, something real quick. Show you an illustration to show you that that's talking about. If you don't believe that the bows was talking about nuclear missiles, well, the scriptures just said, "As shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." So let's see how Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrown.
Down from the sky.
In fact, let me run it back a little bit. All right, and to view this this video fully that I'm doing right now, if you don't know, just for those that don't know, you have to turn your phone vertically, all right, and click where this timer is right here, 229, where it says 229 on the right of the screen right here. All right, the time, and you see the square on the X. Hold your phone up vertically and press that square, and it's gonna give you the full screen vertically. That way you're able to view this this video. All right, because what I've found out, which I said in my previous video, if you want to bring out some edification and record a video off of YouTube, this is the way you can do it without being copyrighted or being flagged, because they only really copyright if you record something full screen. All right, see how I got all these other videos and other things on the screen? I don't have the video playing full screen, so I won't get tagged for this. All right, so let's do this. Now the scriptures say, "As when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." So let's see this animation of how Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrown.
Against God, of fighting against him, and raging his disposition.
Where are the men which came into you this night? Bring them out to us, that we may know them.
After the angels took Lot and his family out of the city, burning sulfur rained down from the sky. The raging fire lit up the heavens.
Hurry up!
My house!
Our lives are on the line. Who cares about the house?
I'm not afraid. Just one look. Just one look.
their residents were reduced to ashes, disappearing into the wrath of God.
So you get the point here. So when the Most High said, as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, that's, you saw what happened, man. And if that don't look like a nuclear attack, visual assimilation, I don't know what does. All right, so that's how America's gonna be thrown down. All right, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Because the same things that were taking place in Sodom and Gomorrah is taking place right here in America, pursuing what is it 2 Peter's 2? This is 2 Peter's, yep. Okay, let's start at, I'll start at 6, get right to the point. You can read up. Alright, but I wanted to make a point because it's get into something else. Alright, a lot of edification, but I want to stick to the point here. 2 Peter 2 and 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow. Okay, and we saw that, man. This is making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Okay? And us men of the Lord, we're going to be delivered, man, because the way this society is being ran here in America, right, it vexes us. We don't delight to see homosexuals, man, and lesbians, all right? We don't delight in those acts, man. It makes us angry, To be PC, it makes us angry, man. Okay? So, as this coronavirus thing is kicking off, just keep you updated on this Third World War. All right, but before these missiles kick off, as we always have to mention, the RFID chip has to be implemented, and we can clearly see, due to what's going on right now, the economy is collapsing due to this virus, and they're banning money. All right, so the RFID chip is going to be implemented, and those that take the RFID chip, this will be your end. All right, nuclear missiles. All right, so there's really nothing more to be said. All right, Lord's will, I'll be back again with another lesson, and I can just stay strong. We almost out of here. Shalom.